welcome. It's your girl Bri. So today I'm actually doing a foundation routine. I know a lot of you guys have seen my base, you've asked questions about it, and recently I tried a no powder foundation routine, and that's what I've been doing to kind of keep my skin looking really fresh and not makeup-y, you know, like kind of like, oh, she might have just woke up like that. That's the foundation routine I'm giving you guys today. So I actually just got out the shower, so if you see product in my hair, no you don't. I am going to moisturize. So I am using, I feel like I'm butchering the name of this, but I want to say it's Choate. I'm using the smooth body butter, but it is organic, so you can use it on your face. So I don't get a lot because you don't need a lot. Put it all over it, like literally just melts into the skin. So, and this has been doing such a good job with keeping my skin like really moisturized. So when I'm putting on cream products, they're not sticking anywhere. I like to put it under my eyes because my under eyes be dry. Okay, I don't know about y'all, but my under eyes be like, girl, you is 72. I recently got this, but it's like right up my alley and it is my skin tone. So this is the Mask Beyond Foundation, and this is DR1. That's the shade that I'm using. So I'm gonna go in with this. Hold on, let me get my brush. Where my brush is? Where my brush is? Where my brush is? Where my brush is? I'm looking for my brush. I'm looking for my brush, but I can't find it now. So I'm just gonna go straight in with the foundation. I literally just buff it in. So you notice I'm not using a primer. I have never been big on primers. I'm all about like moisturizing your skin so your skin looks good with foundation on top of it. But primer is like if you're doing like a wedding day or something like that. But other than that, not every day. So you see how that foundation like literally just melted away while I was running my mouth? That's what you want. That's what you want. That's what you want. Hey, that's what you want. So again, you see it just like melts into your skin. And it's just so nice. It's like second skin. Now I know this is not everyone's cup of tea because it ain't got a whole bunch of coverage to it, but for a girl like me, it's everything. And that is the foundation right there. Now, if I wanted a little bit more coverage, this is buildable. I could go in with a little bit more, but I'm actually okay right here. So next that we're gonna do for this no powder base, okay, is the Bodyography. This is the Silk Skin. I always butcher the name of this too, but it's like the Silk Bodyography. If you're watching this, I'm so sorry. But it's their new concealer that they are coming out with. And I am using shade M4 for my bronzer. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some on my palette. So I like to use M4, and so this is M4, and then this is D2. So I am using this for bronzer and contouring to warm up the face. So again, because it's no powder, so I mean like absolutely no powder, okay? And then I'm gonna take the darker color, the D2, and I'm gonna do that right there. So I'm not separating these two because I really don't, you really don't need the separation for this for it to look natural. And then I'm actually gonna put a little bit over my nose, over it, because again, when we blend out, you'll see. And then I'm gonna mix it a little bit in up here. Okay. Okay. So the brush that I use to blend this out is key too. So I use the e.l.f. blush brush. This brush is so good, okay, like good. So the way that this brush is tapered, I feel like it makes it like really, really easy to kind of like get in there, you know, like around the baby hairs, around the hairline, especially if you have like curls or anything. I just feel like it works. And you see, look how it's blending out. Look at that concealer blending out. Whew, child. I'm trying to make sure I don't have a Kylie Jenner moment where you can see my scalp, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so taking it around and coming down, and right here you're gonna push up because you don't want it to drag down too far. Push up and push in. So because this is concealer 2, it is gonna give you some coverage. I'm switching over to the side that I wasn't pressing into, and I'm gonna kind of like feather out around the edges once I've already got that like desired depth from it. And then don't be afraid to take that on your eye either, because it'll again just make it look a little bit more seamless. So now what I'm doing with a very light hand is I'm just kind of like brushing over, because again, this is to look natural. So you can see right here, you can still kind of see that line where it's lighter. And then if you want it to be a little bit more defined, you can always go back in with your foundation brush and kind of go over it, just like so. And now I'm gonna take M3 from the Bodyography concealers, put that on my palette, Okay, so I'm gonna go into this concealer and I'm gonna just put it down right there under my eye. So now I'm gonna take a bigger, kind of fluffier brush, like version of that, and literally blend it out. Okay. That TikTok is stuck in my head. And now I'm gonna go back in with the brush that I used, the e.l.f. brush, for the bronzer, because it has a little bit of product on there, and again, no harsh lines. So you see how when it was just the bronzer on, it looked a little bit more like stark, versus like when the concealer goes on, then it just looks like it just melts together. So next I'm going in with the Latte Rose from Fenty. She is very loved. Let me tell you, she is loved. Okay, so same brush that I used the for the bronzer, the e.l.f. brush. I'm gonna stick it into there, and then I'm gonna put it right there on my cheeks, and I'm just gonna blend out. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, now for highlight, because you're thinking, okay, Brie, bring on the highlight. So my little, I've used this glow stick from Bodyography so much, the poor thing is just like tearing up. Okay, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it just right there in this C shape right here. See that? Because for me, that's where the light kind of hits. So I'm gonna put it right there. I'm gonna put it down my nose a little bit on my chin. I'm gonna go in with my Smith brush, my 112, and actually use it so I'm not, you know, spreading more bronzer or anything. And then I'm just going to blend that out. Boom, look at that. I just love how like creams melt into the face. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. Ooh. Especially if you have like texture skin. I highly recommend going in with creams, because it just isn't going to look as cakey as it does with powder. Look how that blends out. It's such a beautiful product. Okay, and then on the chin, look at that, you guys. I'm gonna put a little bit, whatever is remaining on my brush up here, It's sickening. So yeah, I'll be right back. So this is my skin. This is what you guys end up seeing in the pictures. And this is how I get my everyday skin. All right, guys, bye.